Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
Well, we have snow coming in overnight, mainly in the Eau Claire area. What does that look for our morning commutes, Greg?
Yeah, something we didn't see much in the way of that in January, pretty much dry across the area. But yes, we do have that snow coming in, especially for the Eau Claire area. The alert day conditions are in effect mainly for along I-94, 2 to 4 inches. Now, there still could be some slip spots elsewhere due to some freezing drizzle or some light precipitation, but the bulk of it's going to fall really just north of Black River Falls area. There's your snow amounts that we're looking at, generally in that 2 to 4 inch range, but it does taper off very quickly as you go south of Black River Falls to where you're not going to get much of anything, but we will have some precipitation regardless, so that's why we're saying some slippery roads even south of I-90 are possible through the morning. Right now, a lot of this is just mist or flurries just barely reaching the ground right now, but the visibility behind it, we have seen some reductions overnight down to 2 or 3 miles, so some fog also could be a problem until we start seeing this band really develop. Temperature wise, everyone's really above freezing or just there at, so that a lot of this precipitation is not causing any road issues too much for the right now. Later on, we are going to see this band develop, but this stuff going through for about the midnight hour is not really too much. It's really as we get closer to 3 to 4. Keep an eye just north of Black River Falls to about Ladysmith areas where that really starts developing, and visibility could drop down to about a mile or less right along the morning commute, and that will continue through the rest of the morning. So later on, the broadcast will break down. We have more snow. Some areas may not see it now, but we have an opportunity to come in later this week and next weekend. So it's a more active pattern we got in store this week, which we definitely do need some snow in the area. So we'll break it all down a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, a Sparta man faces felony charges after a fatal crash in Caledonia, Wisconsin. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office says a car sped over 100 miles an hour while weaving through traffic to try and avoid a traffic stop. The vehicle crashed and rolled over when attempting to take an exit ramp. The crash ejecting 2 people from the car. Authorities pronounced 1 dead at the scene. The 22-year-old driver from Sparta was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries. Police say intoxication was a factor in the crash.
1 person is dead after a 2-vehicle crash in Chippewa County. According to a release, a Chippewa County Highway Department truck was conducting winter maintenance on Highway 29 when it was hit from behind by a Jeep SUV. The driver of the Jeep was a 19-year-old male from Withee. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the Highway Department truck was not injured in the crash. Names of both individuals are being withheld until the families are notified.
Well, more firings and resignations at a Wisconsin prison embroiled in a federal investigation. The FBI is investigating a smuggling ring inside Waupun Correctional. And the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports 9 employees have been fired since that investigation launched last March. It comes as 9 other people face felony neglect charges for the death of 2 inmates. The prison has also been plagued by low staff over the years. Department of Corrections data says almost 20% of officer and sergeant positions are currently vacant.
Fire crews responded to a basement fire today on Wilson Street in Onalaska. According to the Onalaska Fire Department, the house sustained significant smoke damage and fire and water damage that was reported in the basement. No one was in the house during the fire, and there were no injuries. No word yet on what may have caused it.
Well, athletes from around the world finally got their shot to take on the 118-meter hill at Westby's Snowflake Ski Club. Windy conditions yesterday actually postponed the large hill ski jumping tournament, and the event still saw some delays today because some ice formed on the hill. But after that ice was broken up, athletes took flight. Organizers say the delays are necessary to ensure the safety of all competitors.
Because when you're jumping off a hill like this, anything can happen. With the wind conditions yesterday, skiers are just like kites in the air, and if they come down wrong or if the wind catches them, they could topple over. And we want them to be safe and leave Snowflake in the same condition they came to us.
Always a defining weekend in Westby. This was the 102nd annual ski jump. Well, a display of team unity at Onalaska High School tonight for the 9th annual Coulee Region All-Stars tailgate.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit joined in on the festivities and has this story. Allison.
Ken and Emily, every year the Onalaska High School football team hosts this tailgate for adults and children with disabilities. It's a day for everyone to celebrate the All-Stars that they are.
It's just a great opportunity to be able to give back to them and give them a day that's really memorable for them.
It was all smiles at Onalaska High School as families and football players celebrated these Coulee Region All-Stars.
It's a great activity for us to get out and just meet new people and give back to the community.
At the tailgate, the All-Stars partnered with the football players. The groups then had the chance to try their hand at different games and enjoy pizza, cake, and other treats.
I think my favorite part is just being able to see the joy that you can bring to everybody, just playing all these games and having a good time.
This year included a new addition, the UWL football team.
We want to get out, we want to help the community, and this was a great opportunity to do so this weekend.
The event takes months of preparation. It is also made possible through community partnerships. And while it was a time to celebrate, these student athletes also learned a lesson in servant leadership.
It's just a chance for us and UWL this year to be able to reach out and just give back to our community and host a fun event.
It means everything. I mean, especially to these kids, for them to have a weekend, to come hang out with some of us, play various games. It's a blessing to be able to do something like this. So.
UWL football says they hope to return for future tailgates. Ken and Emily?
Like a great time. Thank you, Allison.
Well, the La Crosse Wind Symphony performed with a special guest today. Accomplished musician and La Crosse native Genevieve Eichmann performed the Doppler Hungarian Pastoral Fantasy with the symphony. It's a full circle moment for her. The conductor of the symphony, Jeff Crockless, was her band director at GET High School 40 years ago. She's enjoyed a successful career as a performer and teacher in Baltimore, but she jumped at the chance to come home when Jeff reached out.
He invited me back. It's the 40th class reunion time for my class of 1985, so it's a special invitation to join his new band and play this piece with him.
During her trip home, Gina will also be holding flute clinics for area students and will visit GET High School for the first time since her 1985 graduation.
An MTU electric bus was the setting for story time at the La Crosse Public Library main campus. In honor of Transit Equity Week, the library invited kids and families to go aboard the bus for stories, songs, and discussion. Bus-themed activities are planned for the week that highlight the history, safety, and accessibility of public transit.
We have an excellent transit service in La Crosse, and we're trying to help encourage our families to see the bus as an option for traveling around town or getting to events like the library has.
And those festivities continue tomorrow with a movie screening of The Rebellious Life of Mrs. Rosa Parks. That's showtime 5:15 to 6:45 p.m. and it's free and open to all ages. And for La Crosse MTU employees, Public Transit Week is a chance to reflect on how their job brings them greater connection to their community.
Brianna Gaspar takes her camera for a ride on a bus for our latest eyepiece.
We hear the stories of our operators going above and beyond every day and getting people to those necessities such as medical, jobs, or just recreation. And hearing those stories of our operators and the passengers' interaction is really, really important.
There has been a family of like 3 generations that have been riding, and I was invited to one of their weddings for me to be able to be part of their lives as much as they were a part of my life, taking them to school and then starting to work. Talk about getting involved in people's lives. I was invited for their special occasion.
The MTU on the 4th, which is Rosa Parks' birthday, will be offering free bus fare that day. And you'll also notice when you walk in the bus that day, you'll see a chair with a rose on it reserved in honor of Rosa Parks and all that she did. We always say that, for our system here, our job is to get everybody from point A to point B safely, efficiently, and we wouldn't be able to do that for everybody if it wasn't some of the work that Rosa Parks did.
It's just getting people from point A to point B safe as possible and making the system work, getting people to work, getting them to school, getting them to doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, that they would have no other way of getting around.
I feel that everybody has the right to be able to participate in their community, and it should not be hindered by their ability to get from point A to point B.
Something we take for granted, but definitely something to keep an eye on this week.
Absolutely. Well, coming up, the impacts of Donald Trump's tariffs.
Plus, Marco Rubio meets with the president of Panama in his first trip overseas as Secretary of State. We'll be right back.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues,
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
the thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with a Part B premium give back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her.
I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
Well, the price of many items, from food to gas, could be going up.
That's because President Donald Trump signed an executive order that would implement tariffs on some of America's biggest trade partners.
Jen Sullivan explains how this could impact the American consumer.
President Donald Trump carrying through on a campaign promise, implementing tariffs.
The tariffs are going to make us very rich and very strong.
As of Tuesday, items coming from Mexico and Canada will be taxed 25%. Items from China taxed 10%.
In the case of Canada, you're talking about energy, you're talking about oil, you're talking about certain kinds of agricultural products.
Last year, the U.S. imported $97 billion worth of oil and gas from Canada, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Adding a 25% tariff could mean higher gas prices, according to some experts. Certain grocery prices could also go up. That's because $46 billion of agricultural products, like fresh vegetables and even some beer and spirits, were imported from Mexico last year, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. These taxes could also impact the auto industry.
There are very highly integrated automotive supply chains that go across all of those borders. And so are you going to begin to see the costs of autos go up?
Some experts say it could be weeks, even months, before Americans feel the impact on their wallet. But the reaction from leaders of Canada and Mexico was immediate, saying it violates the North American Free Trade Agreement, which went into effect in July of 2020.
I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
The president of Mexico also saying her country would retaliate with tariffs on American goods. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The pause on the Trump administration federal funds freeze ends tomorrow. Last week, a federal judge temporarily blocked the freeze of all federal aid, a policy that unleashed confusion and worry from charities and educators, even as the White House said it was not as sweeping an order as it appeared. Wisconsin, along with 22 other states, are suing the Trump administration over the freeze.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio held talks with Panama's President Jose Raul Mulino today. It's Rubio's first overseas trip since becoming America's top diplomat. Rubio told Mulino and Panama's Foreign Minister Javier Martinez Acha that President Trump is concerned China has too much control over the Panama Canal. The president's desire for the United States to retake control of the key waterway has already caused a diplomatic stir. Mulino has repeatedly said Panama's sovereignty over the canal is not up for debate.
A critical aviation warning system that went down yesterday is now back up and running. The Notice to Air Missions system enables pilots to download flight details before they fly. It is separate from the air traffic control system that keeps planes a safe distance from each other, but it's another important tool for air safety. The system, which Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy called old, has gone down before. An outage in January of 2024 briefly halted all U.S. flights.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
we got something we haven't seen too much in January, snow for many people locations as you wake up for Monday morning. But if you don't see it Monday, we have some opportunities for the rest of the week that we could end up with snow or even some ice. We'll explain it all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
No cash, no problem. Head to Wesco One Sparta and get up to 48 months to pay interest-free on all the hot new furniture you want. Looking to level up your space? We've got you covered with recliners, sofas, bedroom sets, and dining furniture. All available with zero interest for up to 48 months. Don't wait. Upgrade your home today and swing by Wesco One Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Built Ford Tough Trucks, proud sponsor of winter. Now, get over $10,000 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
Brad Schimmel. He wants to bring back the 1849 law that bans all abortions, with no exceptions for rape or incest. Schimmel gave plea deals to child molesters, let domestic abusers walk with no jail time. And he's the one who let 6,000 rape kits sit untested for 2 years, while survivors waited for justice. That's Brad Schimmel. Too extreme for the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Yeah, after having really the least amount of snow in January on record for La Crosse, we have an opportunity not for La Crosse, but more for Eau Claire and those areas to see tonight. We still got a lot of alert day conditions, but there's also winter weather advisory for those same areas for the amount of snow. It could be 2 to 5 inches right along the morning commute 2 time frame. South of this area, we still could see some light snow, light rain, or even some freezing drizzle at times. It just won't amount to too much, but still could cause some slick spots for the morning. So don't forget that freezing drizzle issue too. So slick spots could be out here and there, given that they'll persist through the morning hour with that low cloud cover. Otherwise, we should see mainly wet roads, dry roads in the afternoon. The temperatures will rise above freezing for most areas, or at least be in the upper 20s near 30, where salt will work quite well. Dry Tuesday, definitely going to get colder Tuesday, kind of back where we were. Another opportunity for snow and even some ice coming Wednesday and Wednesday night, another one, and there's even a third one for the weekend too. All this activity really is just light precipitation, mist, drizzle, maybe some flurries. A lot of it still is not hitting the ground as just light snow, but this is kind of the first batch of it. But you see the temperatures are kind of hovering right around freezing or above. So right now, mainly roads could be a little bit wet, but overall not too bad given the conditions right now. I think really the worst of the conditions will come later in the night as this band begins to really form from Minneapolis right across to Eau Claire, right around 3 to 4, and then stretching right along the morning commute. And as it continues to expand across the morning hour, it's really going to pick up an intensity right during the morning commute for probably about 6 to about 8 a.m. After 8 a.m., we should start seeing it kind of fall apart or break up. Other areas further south will see a little bit of this flurry activity, snow shower. Once again, you could also see some freezing drizzle further south. As you notice, the temperatures are right around 32, 33 degrees, a little bit cooler up to the north. Once we get into the afternoon hours or even evening hours, we'll probably start clearing out towards get to tomorrow evening. We'll start seeing conditions a little bit improved. It will get colder Tuesday, especially where you have snow cover going on, but don't expect any type of issues for Monday evening commute as well as Tuesday's morning. Temperatures overall for the high temperatures potentially could reach up to near 40 south because near Prairie du Chien, as they're not going to see a lot of the activity of a precipitation. Further north, you'll probably get into the upper 20s, so a little bit closer to average, and the precipitation really is in the morning hour. As we go into Tuesday, definitely going to get colder, especially where you have snow cover, mid-teens up to the north, 20s to the south, more typical early February-like conditions. Now we go into Wednesday, then things do change. It's another system that comes through, and we're going to see at least a little snow developing probably along Wednesday afternoon. Then it becomes a question of what type of precip you're going to get going into Wednesday evening. And right now that pink means you could have sleet, ice pellets, snow, mainly snow to the north, and this could change. But the Wednesday evening commute does look kind of dicey with all this activity going on. We'll have to keep an eye on this. It will linger through Wednesday night, and then by Thursday it should be east of the area. But we could see some snow, ice, or even some light rain with this system coming through. So travel plans Wednesday evening, stay tuned to that forecast. Ice potential, there it is. We're looking at possibility of getting some ice, especially further south you go. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that for Wednesday afternoon and evening. And we have another system coming the weekend, which is another opportunity for some accumulating snow going into Saturday and Saturday night. We'll have to keep an eye on that one also. So definitely getting back into more of an active pattern, more winter-like conditions, and some areas may build up quite a good snowpack as we get to this point next week, which we desperately need, as we didn't have much of anything in January.
Yeah, looking like quite a busy week by comparison to the last four.
Compared to what we have seen all January, minus the cold temps, that's about all we saw. Yeah, we're definitely going to pick up some snow, and some areas will definitely do it.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, trades in the association. Some of basketball's biggest names being moved before the deadline. Plus a special day in Iowa City as the Hawkeyes immortalize college basketball's all-time leading scorer. Jacob is next.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make tacos and taco dip using taco seasoning. For the tacos, just brown 1 pound of ground meat with 4 teaspoons of taco seasoning. Add a half cup of water, simmer 15 minutes, spoon into a taco shell, and add your favorite garnish. For taco dip, blend cream cheese and a half cup of milk until smooth, then add 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. Be sure to get your taco seasoning and 37 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Tacos.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with.
Well, after losses to the 12 and 13 seeds in the Western Conference, the Bucks were looking to get back on track against the number 2 team in the West, the Memphis Grizzlies, tonight. Milwaukee entering the night having not beaten Memphis since January of 2022. Second quarter, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo with a grown man move in the paint as he flushes it, and something similar in the third quarter. This time, the rookie Zach Edey on the receiving end of the angry jam by the Greek Freak to extend Milwaukee's lead to 10. Then just seconds left in the quarter, it's A.J. Green from deep, splash. But that excitement would not last long. Grizzlies were on fire in the final period. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 3 of his 37 from the corner right there. Bucks defense has some things to figure out. They dropped their third straight game, 132-119, the final. Well, some massive news dropping in the NBA last night. One of the best players in the league, Luka Doncic, will soon be playing alongside LeBron James and the Lakers as the Mavs dealt the Slovenian superstar for Anthony Davis. The full deal includes Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris going to Los Angeles. Max Christie and a 2029 first-round pick are headed to Dallas. Reports say Mavericks management were looking to bolster their team defensively with the move to add AD. Another trade announced a couple hours ago in a 3-team deal. Sacramento Kings are sending De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs. That deal also includes the Bulls, who are shipping Zach LaVine to Sacramento. Kings are also receiving 3 first-round and 3 second-round picks. The trade deadline is scheduled for Thursday at 2 p.m. Well, after leaving behind a legacy that will forever be impossible to replicate, today, Caitlin Clark returned to Iowa City to have her jersey retired. Clark was a 4-year starter for the Hawkeyes, led the team to back-to-back national championship games, and became the all-time leading scorer in Division I basketball history. She was then chosen first by the Indiana Fever and helped lead the team to their first playoff appearance since 2016. It was a day filled with gratitude for one of the best the game has ever seen.
It's kind of a weird feeling coming back here and not being able to play, but it's just really exciting time still for this program. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it and feel very lucky that a lot of my former teammates and former coaches are here and able to support me, and a lot of friends and family, so I'm just really lucky.
And Clark will be back at Carver Hawkeye Arena in a few months, and that time playing as the Fever will take on the Brazilian national team in a preseason game. Well, 1 week from today, it's Super Bowl 59 between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Both teams landing at the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport to prepare for the week ahead. The Chiefs are the first NFL team to have a chance at a three-peat in the Super Bowl era, and it's also their 5th appearance in the last 6 years. Philadelphia has also had their fair share of shots at hoisting the Lombardi Trophy with 3 appearances in their last 8 seasons. Kickoff scheduled for 5:30. In the final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am from California, good weekend for Shane Lowry, the Irishman with a birdie right here. He'd finish at second place at 19 under par. But Rory McIlroy looking like the Rory of old today. Eagle putt right here will drop to get him to 20 under. It was smooth sailing from there. He'll then clean up the easy tap-in on 18, which would mark the 27th win of his PGA Tour career. Only Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson have won more out of active players. Finished at 21 under, 1 away from the tournament record. So looking forward to seeing what more of this golf season looks like here, as it's making me want to golf myself right now.
I know, yeah, we got the itch watching beautiful Pebble Beach on television.
I know, it's so lovely.
Put it on the bucket list.
You said
for
you've
sure.
been there?
I've been there, yeah. It's actually, I can imagine it's really cold. It's always just cold in that region of California, but beautiful nonetheless, and good game going on, yeah.
We'll have to fix this week.
Yeah.
Book a trip out to Cal. That's right.
All right, we've got more news right after this.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Everybody likes something for nothing. Now at Home Furniture, when you spend $4.99 or more for something, like this dining set, you'll pay nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and pay nothing for shipping. Shop your favorite furniture and mattresses and get them with nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping. Now that's something. The Something for Nothing sale ends Wednesday at Home Furniture.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Seal and Scarperland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Valentine's Day, we have something special for your sweetheart. Homemade goodness, hand-dipped chocolate-covered strawberries, cream cheese pie, heart-shaped cookies, specialty chocolates, candy bouquets, Verde sparkling wine, roses, for all your heart-shaped needs, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness, open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
These 67th annual Grammy Awards were nothing short of a star-studded spectacle for music's biggest night.
Yeah, eyebrow-raising fashion choices, electric performances by Doechii and Shakira, and tributes to the Los Angeles wildfire victims captivated the audience at the Crypto.com Arena. Sabrina Carpenter performed a medley of tunes dressed in blue right before taking home the Grammy for Best Vocal Pop Album. Doechii won for Best Rap Album, becoming the third woman in history to win the award.
Chappell Roan sang Pink Pony Club, winning the award for Best New Artist. Beyonce earning her first Grammy in the country category for Cowboy Carter, also taking home Album of the Year, a first for her as well. So a little bit of history.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun show, I would say. I did love that Janelle Monáe performance, her rendition of Keep the Kid, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I love a good Michael Jackson
song. She brings
song.
the dance moves for sure. Yes, a good homage, absolutely.
Yeah, so it was good. All right, Greg has one final look at your forecast right after this.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen. And glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
All right, snow tomorrow morning, especially for Eau Claire, so be careful with travel, but more snow potentially coming this week.
More snow.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying up with us.
We'll see you tomorrow.